What's good, everybody? Today's episode is brought to you by Get Upside, where you get paid to do something you're going to do anyway, and that's just fill up your gas tank. The process is very simple. Just download the app, open it up, find the cheapest gas near you, pump your gas, upload the receipt, and you'll get paid within 2 to 3 business days. Once you have the money in your account, you'll be able to cash out for Amazon gift cards, Lowe's gift cards, Nike gift cards, Target gift cards, Walmart gift cards, PayPal gift cards, and a host of restaurants. Oh, and did I mention the app is free? Yeah, free 99. Join using my link and you'll get an extra 15 cents per gallon cash back. The link is in the description box. Thanks for watching. Keep pounding.
What's up? This is Derek Brown of the Carolina Panthers. Shout out to Rashad and David of the Panther Nation podcast. The voice of the Panther Nation. Make sure y'all like them and subscribe. Keep pounding.
Yo, this is Panther legend Jonathan Stewart, and I just wanted to shout out to Rashad Beard and David Rhodes of Panther Nation podcast, the voice of the Panther Nation. Keep pounding.
You are now tuned into the Panther Nation podcast.
Delone fires to an open Smith. Steve Smith is going to go all the way. No flag down. Smith scores, and the Carolina Panthers win in overtime.
Seal, he's intercepted by Keithley. Keithley inside the 20, to the 10, and to the end zone for another Panthers.
Welcome to the Panther Nation podcast. And here are your hosts, Rashad Beard and David Rhodes.
Yo, Dave, what's good, broski? How's it going, man?
Doing good, man. Another week in the pandemic.
Yes, another week down. Who knows how many more to go?
Oh, it's gonna be a while, man.
Yeah, it might be a while. What's good though? How was your weekend, man?
Overall, pretty good. I mean, my uncle passed away Sunday, but overall, everything's everything right now, man. But overall, it's pretty good.
Yeah, sucks to hear that.
Yeah, but he did a lot for the community of in Georgetown, South Carolina. So he was a councilman for like 25 years. He put in a lot of work for the community. If I can get to that level, if I can get to a quarter of that level, I think I'll be doing okay from that standpoint. So rest in peace to my Uncle Johnny Morant. You know, he lived a great life, but it was still tough. It was a tough one on me when I found out yesterday.
Yep. Prayers up for Dave and his family. I didn't do nothing this weekend. I did finally get around to unboxing my drone. Played around.
I saw you out here flying around in your drone.
Yeah, it's pretty fun, man. I had my drone for about probably a month, and it sat there just because I just didn't think I had time. But I made some time this weekend to fly it around, flew it around yesterday, today. It's pretty cool, man. So I'm getting into the drone action. And I also, Dave, I went to the gun store and bought me a strap.
Yeah, out here preparing for Armageddon. You might as well.
What?
Because there's a second term of you know who. There's definitely gonna be Armageddon. So I probably should follow suit. I'm out here grabbing laptops. I should be buying techs.
Facts. Gun toting, Bible thumping, Dave. Hey, we out here, dog. We out here. It's funny. It's funny because the strap I wanted. I ain't gonna tell you what I got because this might be too much for the podcast. But I went out. Went to a couple stores. I went to Bass.
With the Walmart, right?
No, I didn't get a Walmart. I went to Bass Pro Shops, right? And it's funny, yo. You go to Bass Pro Shops. I went to Bass Pro Shops in Concord Mills. If anybody's familiar with Charlotte, you know what I'm talking about. And it's funny. It's just funny. You go in there, man, and you gotta have a mask. They got people standing at the entrances mask checking and sanitizing everything. And so I go up in there, and it was about 4 or 5 people that didn't have no mask on. And listen, we at Bass Pro Shops, dog. Like you understand where I'm going with this, Dave. We at Bass Pro Shops, okay. And I'm talking about, it was. All right. Anyway, let me not go too much detail.
I know where you're going.
Yeah. All right.
Proceed.
So they got turned away, and it was just funny because it was like, yo, you'll never see me support any kind of Bass Pro Shops again. Blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, you just have to put on a mask. Like, I don't understand. I just don't understand. Like either you don't go out or just put on a mask. I don't understand what's so difficult about that. Like, I just don't. I don't get it, man. Like,
it's interfering with their constitutional rights, yo.
I know, man. But Dave, that was my first time like seeing the interaction of people like refusing, not to wear a mask. Like, why are you even out, bro? Like, yo, go somewhere else. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't. It's just I don't get. I can't grasp the concept of people not wanting to wear masks. Like, I get it; it's uncomfortable. I don't like wearing them.
For some folks, they might, they might legit can't, but most folks, they think it's about their rights. And I get it, but at the same time,
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying, Dave. Like, I get it. Like, it sucks. Like, I'm not saying I enjoy wearing it.
I don't.
But yo, you gotta protect yourself and you gotta protect other people. Like, it's just funny how people are so effing selfish. Like,
no, there's a lot, yo. Like,
I don't get it.
There's 2 things this pandemic exposed. The first thing this pandemic exposed is the fact that there's a lot of systemic racism, and now it's in the limelight because you're seeing the communities that are getting affected the most, and the reason why they're getting affected the most because they have all the essential jobs. They're the ones that are out there putting themselves at risk because they can't get any high-paying jobs because they're not getting the proper opportunities.
I didn't even think about.
But then
that.
the second thing that you're noticing is that cats are about themselves and nobody else.
Yo, it's amazing to me how selfish this place is. Like, people are really selfish. Nobody cares about what other people like. Fam, like they could have had the Rona and they could have just been out here spreading that joint. Like just put on a mat. Like, I don't understand, bro. Like, it's not comfortable at all. I hate it. I do not enjoy wearing a mask. But if I
switching
go out,
my mask, yo. I got like a light blue one. I think I threw it somewhere. I got this joint right here. I got like the normal, like this is like the Doug look. You know what I'm saying? Because I got like 4 of these.
Yeah, the Doug.
So I got this joint,
it's
and
funny.
I got
showing your age, Dave. I know exactly
that's
what
all
you're
right,
talking
man.
about.
Shout out to Nickelodeon, man.
No, I know. It's just funny. It's just funny because I knew exactly what you're talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying? So I got like 4 of these, and then I got like one same type of style, but it's a blue one, and I got an A&T one. I got a couple A&T ones in the hopper.
So real quick, shout out to Lowe's because Lowe's donated some masks to our school, to my wife's daycare, my wife's daycare, and they got the legit N90 like fam.
Action.
Yo, I could hardly breathe with that joint, like, cause it like literally sealed.
Yo, it shuts you down, man.
And when you talk, you can see your mask going up and down. Like, that's how tight the joint is on your. So I can't, like, those are the masks I wear when I go out, and like I have to, like, every now and then I gotta go outside and like take a deep breath and get some air because I feel like I can't breathe.
And that's why you're not comfortable with that joint.
No, I know.
Yeah, like, so like I've been like, I ain't out here trying to spend like $20 for N95. So I'm out here with this cloth action, this washable cloth action, and it's pretty effective. You know what I'm saying? I still can't blow a candle out with this joint. So I know it ain't coming out for you guys. So I'm trying to protect y'all just in case I'm walking around with the Rona and I'm asymptomatic. I'm not, right. But you never know.
You never know, man. Till you get tested, you don't know what you got. So it's crazy out here, man. I just found that funny. It was a funny, interesting story that I thought, I was like, man, like I saw it, firsthand, like, bro, like what is going on out here in these streets? You know what I'm saying? So, I just thought it was interesting. I thought I'd share because, like, again, I don't go out much, but when I do, like, I'm masked up, B. So.
Oh yeah, you gotta be masked up at all
anyway,
times,
speaking of the Ronas, well, let's get into the content, Dave, because it's quite a bit to get to. I mean, it's just a lot to get to. It may not seem like it's much, but it's a lot to talk about. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Just real quick, show was brought to you by Get Upside. If you didn't see the intro, hit the link in the description box. Sign up to Get Upside. Get you some rewards points when you go get some gas. I use it all the time personally. I'm not just saying that. Like, I'm not just pumping this because I actually use this. So use Get Upside. You're going around getting gas anyway. So you might as well use Get Upside and redeem some points. I think the last time I went and got gas, I got 11 cents off. Or 11 cents back and cash back. So it's a dope app. Use that joint, get you some free money. All right, anyway. Dave, they hit us. The Ronas. It got us, B.
It did, but you knew it was going to.
It hit us, B. So
just to be clear, it ain't those 4 that got it.
No, it's not them 4. not them particular. It is 4 student athletes at North Carolina A&T State University, and I don't know if they're football players. I'm presuming they're football players.
They are.
So 4 football players caught the Ronas from A&T, and they are quarantined in the dorms, getting their meals delivered and whatnot. But it hit us, Dave. Any thoughts on the Ronas getting after us, dog?
At least we're not Clemson. They got like 140, right?
And UNC too. UNC got a lot of them dudes got the joint too.
Yeah, Clemson got the most in the nation right now for a football team. I think their numbers at 37, I believe. 37 of their players got it.
I guess the good news. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but I guess the good news is that at least all of them catching it now, so they're at least getting it out the way. Like, I guess because I don't know if the research has been done. I don't know if there's enough research to prove that you can't get it twice. We don't know if
they haven't been able to confirm that yet.
Okay, yeah, I didn't think
so. So with regards to that, I mean, it's 4 players. There's 90 on the team, if I remember correctly. There's probably more than that. So, like, when you start talking about, it's kind of good that it only went to 4. I'm assuming they might be trying to test everybody. Hampton announced today that
they shut down fall sports.
They're done with fall sports. So Hampton University is not having fall sports. Now they used to be in the MEAC, they're now in the Big South. So we'll see what happens with the conferences and what they decide to do. But Hampton made a decision that they're not going to do fall sports.
Yeah, and a lot of conferences, I know the Big Ten announced that they're doing division only or conference only schedule
in the spring.
Okay, I thought that was that. Okay,
they're not. Yeah, they're not. They're not. All the like the big conferences have announced. The ones that have announced that they're postponing to the spring. But it's only going to be conference. It's going to only be conference only.
What do you mean postponing? Like just spring?
They're going to try to play. They're going to try to play in the spring, not in the fall.
Got it. Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Yeah, I think Hampton's the same thing too. Like Hampton announced that they're suspending fall, but they're open to playing in the spring if it's safe to. Right.
Yeah.
But it made sense for Hampton because they already announced they're gonna be all online. So it kind of makes sense that Hampton would be one of the first Division I HBCUs to announce that they weren't going to play fall sports.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we talked about it last week, but the CIAA and
SAIC.
Yeah. The 2 HBCU Division II divisions, they're done. They've already announced they're not going to play in the fall.
Yeah.
So, I mean, conferences got to make a decision.
Yeah, man.
But I think for HBCUs, I think it's a matter of balancing the contracts that they have with the money schools too, with the money games that they have.
Yeah, we depend on that money, bro.
Everybody does. It ain't just us.
No, I know. I agree. I'm just saying.
Like HBCUs, they depend on the money games. Like we got one against North Dakota State.
North Dakota State, yep.
And we're playing Liberty.
Liberty too. But they're a bigger division.
They're FBS, but they were FCS not too long ago. So.
Exactly. But those are 2 big money games. Both of them lucky because they was gonna catch L's, especially Trey Lance because he ain't ready for the Blue Death, dog. Yeah, it's just a fact. It's just a fact, man. It's the fact.
Now we're probably never gonna know. I'm just waiting for the.
I know.
Conference to announce.
I already knew. Like I already knew he wasn't ready. I don't need to see it because I already know what's up. But anyway, shout out to Trey Lance. I'm just up here talking.
Marcus, student athletes can't get hazard pay, man. You know why? Because they're students. They're amateur athletes. Amateur athletes don't get paid.
Yeah.
I'm so sarcastic. They should have been getting paid, man. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
That sucks.
Like, one of the players, I can't remember what school it was from, but it was from a Power 5 school. And somebody was talking about all the precautions that the university's doing and how they don't want folks on campus. And I guess one of the football players replied on Twitter saying, Well, then that's the case. Then why am I on campus right now?
Yeah, that's valid point. Valid point.
Like, if it ain't safe for the students to be there, why am I here? Straight cash, homie. So we'll see what happens.
I mean, he knew the answer to that question. That was a rhetorical question.
But
All right, moving on from the Rona. It got us though. It got us. Hopefully we'll recover if we're gonna play football.
You know what the crazy thing is too, man? I'm gonna make one more comment and I'll go.
Yep.
So I was scrolling Instagram and NCAT football had a commercial. It was like a post talking about buy your season tickets for the football season.
Yeah, the tickets.
And then like 2 hours later, a report comes out that there's 4 players that caught COVID-19.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be fine though. I think we'll be fine. I just hope they just go ahead and just cancel the daggone. Shout out to Jared, man. Jared, come on, dog.
I don't agree with you though.
Come on, dog.
But my bias is showing.
I got clear bias. I wanted to see that. Hey, listen, we might have got drugged, but that's not the point. Like, I really wanted to see.
I think we would have gotten drugged. I think we would have kept it competitive in the first half.
Yeah.
But then the second half, it would have been kind of similar to what happened with us against Duke. Like, I think the first half, we were very competitive against Duke. Had the lead at one point.
We were.
Then the second half happened.
Yeah, we were not destroying, but we were like beating Duke in the first half. Yeah, man. And then they just came back and laid it on us.
I think the second half, what happened was like during halftime, they were like, "Yo, we can't be out here losing to an FCS school."
Nah, we wasn't gonna get washed. Come on, man. We wasn't gonna get washed.
We weren't gonna get washed, man.
We was about to hang in there, man. Come on, man.
Nah, I think our defense would have had to play a great game though.
Aggie pride, man. Yo, let's not sit up here and act like we ain't got like 4 ACC dudes in our defense now / offense. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, we were gonna hang with them dudes, man. We really were. I know I'm talking junk about Trey. Trey probably would have carved us up a little bit, but fam, he would have got some work, dog.
Trey might be a Panther when it's all said and done, bro.
Well, we'll have to see about that, Dave. We'll have to see about that. Let's move on from A&T football. Dave, Charlotte MLS, dog. Shout out to my man Austin. I don't know if he watching yet. I'm sure he'll call in later if he watching. But Charlotte MLS, our soccer team, they are looking for a team name, Dave, and they're down to about what? Seven names.
They eliminated the fortune, huh?
They eliminated the fortune. I'm
gonna let you know right now, bro. Some of these joints up here are trash.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and be clear.
Yeah, they are. Carolina Gliders, trash.
Carolina, wait, not Carolina Gliders.
That is trash. I get it, Dave. That's still trash. Okay, I get the
the problem with Carolina Gliders is that it's still North Carolina based. So if you're gonna call it the Carolina,
hold up, Dave. Hold up. This is where I'm gonna stop you, Dave. I gotta stop you, dog.
Okay.
I gotta stop you.
Okay.
This says Charlotte MLS. Okay, you got the Panthers, Dave. Y'all got the Panthers. Stop trying to encroach on what's ours, Dave. Charlotte MLS.
Let's be real about it, though, sir. Young sir. Let's be real about the situation. That headquarters going to end up in Rock Hill when it's all said and done. So let's just be real.
But
Charlotte, it ain't no might in it.
Charlotte MLS, dog. Charlotte MLS. So
it was Charlotte when the Panthers started too. It was about getting the team in Charlotte.
Oh, but y'all don't want the Hornets though. Y'all don't want nothing to do with the Hornets.
Well, we offered them Carolina Hornets. They didn't want it. They didn't want it. They didn't want it.
All right. There you
go.
No,
they didn't want it.
Don't be selective, Dave.
I'm not being selective. As a kid, I was a huge Hornets fan as a kid. And then they kept letting everybody go.
Dave,
then they let the team go.
Dave, see, we gonna be nice, and now he want to get on already. He want to attach South Carolina to.
Listen, man. Look, I got a squad up here. If I really want to roll, I got a squad. It's already here. We got the Revolution.
Trash.
But let's not get it twisted here, sir.
Man, y'all can get smacked anyway.
And you are too, dog. You're an expansion team, bro. Y'all gonna get smacked for a little while.
No, y'all can get smacked, dog. Y'all don't want to smoke. Anyway, Dave, what's your favorite name up here? I'm rolling with the Crown personally.
The Crown's dope. Queen City, right? So the Crown's dope.
I like
Charlotte Town makes no sense.
That makes zero sense. The Monarchs was cool, but wasn't the women's basketball
team? Yeah, y'all had another squad that was a Monarchs.
Yeah, so we can't roll with the Monarchs.
We can't do that.
We can't roll with the Monarchs.
Charlotte Athletic,
That's all right.
All Carolina, I get it.
Nah, I'm rolling with the Crown, dog.
The Carolina Gliders, if they would have said Charlotte Gliders, I think that would have worked. because I think they're trying to play on the first in flight.
First in flight, yeah, I get it.
You know, but if you're gonna say Carolina Glider, you might as well say Charlotte Gliders, not Carolina Gliders. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Crown's your best bet. Charlotte FC is too generic. You don't want that.
Shout out to Austin. We can't wait to have you on the show to talk soccer.
He said Andy Remy was trash. They probably all trash, man.
Yeah, we need that Charlotte talk. But anyway, the name, I think you can vote. I think you can go somewhere and vote for the name. They already eliminated one. But if you follow Charlotte MLS Twitter, you'll be able to find out where you can vote. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think you can vote for the name. And they're going to announce the name on the 22nd. So the 22nd of July.
You got about a week.
Yeah, you got a week to get loose, okay? So go out there. I'm rolling with the Crown.
Carolina Flight.
Nah, dog. I'm rolling with the Crown, man. I'm rolling with the Crown.
Crown makes sense.
Crown.
If it's going to be Charlotte.
Not the Monarchs. We had the Monarchs. I would have loved the Monarchs had we not had that as the basketball team.
Yeah, Charlotte had was it a baseball team?
No, I thought it was the women's. Wasn't the women's basketball team?
No, that was a
Sting. That was a Sting.
They were the Sting.
You're right.
They always had a relationship with the NBA team.
The Monarchs was for something.
They were minor league baseball. They had to be. I'm about to look it up now.
Yeah, look that up, Dave. Look that up. While I go ahead and discuss the next round of Charlotte MLS news. So we got us
AU basketball.
Nah, it was something else.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Nah, it was a Monarchs and something. I remember the Monarchs name. Anyway,
Charlotte though.
So if it wasn't a professional team, then I'm rolling with the Monarchs or Crown. It's cool with me. I'm cool with Monarchs or Crown. There you go, Sacramento Monarchs. That's what it was. Sacramento Monarchs. All right, that's what it was. You're right. Shout out to Marcus and.
So that's out.
So, but now we could take it. That was Sacramento. They're not the.
Are they still? Do they still have a team?
Nah, I don't think so.
In WNBA, they might still.
I don't think so. WNBA, they consolidated a lot of teams. They not what they used to be, or they moved. At least they moved. Anyway, we got our first player. We got Sergio Ruiz. I don't know if he's nice or not. Hopefully, Austin could tell us and give us some scoop on Sergio Ruiz. He's a midfielder. I don't know what that is. So hopefully, yo, don't laugh, Dave. Don't laugh.
No, it's just how you did it, man. You were like, he's a midfielder. I ain't sure what that does, but you know what,
Dave? I'm telling you, dog. When we get popping, I'm gonna be the biggest Charlotte Crown Monarchs fan in the world, dog. Straight up, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be out there, dog. Straight like that. But all right, let's move on. We'll give Austin his segment to break that down for us. All right. So moving on. Dave, talk to me, man. The Redskins are no more. The Washington Redskins will retire their name and logo, Dave, and they will be no more. It's funny. First of all, let's read the statement. Let's read the statement, Dave. Dave, do you want a dramatic read the statement?
No, read it, man. Go for it.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. Statement from the Washington Redskins football team. On July 3rd, we announced the commencement of a thorough review of the team's name. That review has begun in earnest. Okay. That as a part of the process, we want to keep our sponsors, fans, and community appraised of our thinking as we go forward. It's funny. I just caveat that, but it's funny how the fans and community weren't necessarily considered until the sponsors, got involved. But I'll save my thought until after I read this.
Shout out to Fred Smith.
Today, we are announcing we will be retiring the Redskins name and logo upon completion of this review. Dan Snyder and Coach Rivera. First of all, why does Coach Ron Rivera get to choose the name of the team? You're a coach. It'll be temporary. You'll be gone, and the name will still be around.
He's more than a coach, though, man. He gets to make football and personnel decisions too.
Okay. Dan Snyder and Ron Rivera are working closely to develop a new name and design approach that will enhance the standing of our proud tradition, rich franchise, and inspire our sponsors, fans, and community for the next 100 years. Dave, I just find it real funny how until Nike, FedEx, all these teams decided they were gonna pull their, pull the merchandise and start affecting them dollars. The Redskins then decided to make this announcement. There had been outcries for years and years and years to change this name. Years, bro. I remember when I lived up there, when I was in D.C., it was people, every game there's people out there protesting to change the name. And this was 10, 20 years ago. And so now that, there's a lot more awareness going on in the world for cultural sensitivity. And now with the sponsors going out there and putting their stamp, boom, they decided to change the name. I remember Dan Snyder came out and said at one point he would never change. He would change the name over his dead body. So it was never going to happen as long as he was the owner of the Redskins. And now they're changing as soon as that money gets affected. It's just real funny how that works. So just keep that.
It always works that. That's how it always works.
I know. I'm just saying, keep that in mind for whenever you want to impose change or impart change on something. Hit the pockets. The pockets is where change is made. Okay, just keep that in mind whenever you're thinking about doing something in the future. But Dave, what's your thoughts, man? What's your thoughts on this name change?
It's funny. A few days before Nike and other companies started removing sponsorship from the Redskins and gear and apparel, Bomani Jones did a pardon shot on Outside the Lines where he pretty much ethered the owner pretty bad. It was pretty intense. And it's crazy to think that a few days right after that, Nike turned off, FedEx, pretty much the CEO pretty much called him and was like, "Yo, you gotta change this name, or we're out."
Crazy,
like,
man.
Yo, like and it was funny because this happened while Bomani went on vacation. So he went on vacation that next week because he just signed a new deal. And when he came back, he was like, "It's amazing what happens when I go on vacation now, doesn't it?" But because I think they were comparing Dan Snyder to another owner of the Redskins, saying that he'll be known for his racism more than the team actually doing anything from a winning standpoint, which would have been true because the Redskins, since Dan Snyder's been the owner, has pretty much been a terrible team. They haven't really done much of anything. I believe they might have won a division title since he's been the owner. So he doesn't really have too much to show for it. And he was trying to make excuses about the fans will leave if we change the name, which will never happen. That fan base is that fan
never
base.
Gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. That fan base, dog, if they've been through what they've been through with this team for the past however many
25 years.
Yeah, then they're not going anywhere. But I understand that name is like. And listen, I'm not Native American or anything like that, but that name is crazy. Like that name, when you really sit back and think about that name, fam, that name is crazy, bro. Like Redskins, be.
So then it comes to the next layer, right? So what you're gonna have to start thinking about what's the next phase because there's other teams that need to consider it too.
Nah, that's not like this, B. Nah, not like there's no name. You can go out there, you could talk about the Chiefs, you could talk about the Seminoles, you could talk about the Braves. Nothing.
Chop might have to go, folk.
Nah, I don't think that's
Chop's
not
gotta go, man.
No, that's I don't think that is not nowhere near as offensive as the name Redskin, bro. Like nothing.
No, it's offensive. Redskins is absolutely offensive. But I'm talking about other things that fan bases do from a chant standpoint.
Nah, I don't think that's. But I
think the Chop's next, fam.
No. So Florida. I'll give you an example. Florida State. So I'm a Florida State fan. And I remember the Florida State. There was issues with them doing the chop and all. They got all that approved through the tribes in Florida. So all that it's been approved by the tribes. So none of that stuff. They approved it. None of that compares to the Redskins. Now I'll give you the Cleveland Indians caricature. I'll give you that. That caricature is just as offensive.
That shit is offensive, fam.
I'm speaking from. I'm not Native American. Again, I'm not a Native American. But if it were me, the Redskins and that Cleveland Indians caricature, I get that. Both of those are equally as offensive. But you can't compare
And
the
you know
Chiefs.
and you know what the crazy thing is too? Some Native Americans do not like to be called Indians.
That's true. That's why I said Native Americans, Dave.
Yeah, so like
yo,
I'm just saying, like
I'm in
when you
tune
talk
with the
about
culture,
whether it's
bro.
offensive or not. Like my wife's Native American. She does not fly with that Indian name at all. You know what I'm saying? So it depends.
Okay, so that's fair. That's fair. Indians, the Cleveland Indians, along with their name, along with the Redskins and the Redskins name, I'll give you those two are equally offensive. But I'm not Native American.
Braves isn't bad. Chiefs isn't bad.
Chiefs aren't bad. Those two aren't bad. But the Washington Redskins, that name had to go, bro. That joint is crazy. Like, yo, that name is crazy to think that, yo, like how did you
It
not
had it for almost 100 years.
I know, but how do you not think that that's just wild to me, man? That's wild to me, bro.
It's cause you know what I'm saying, it's only offensive when it hits home, right? Or your pockets. And it isn't gonna hit home to Dan Snyder, and it didn't hit home to the previous owners, but it hit home to his pocket.
Yeah, it did. It was going to. It was going to. All right, so Dave, moving forward, what somebody, just a realtor in the Washington area, went out and daggone put a trademark on all the potential names, which is why they haven't announced the name, or maybe a reason why they haven't announced the name. So all those names listed: the Red Wolves, Tribe, Red Tails, Monuments, Veterans, Renegades, Braves, Red Tails, Freedom Fighters, Warhogs, Radskins, Red Tail Hawks, Potomacs. All that stuff has been trademarked by a realtor in Alexandria.
Philip Martin McCauley.
Yeah, smart man, genius, bro, genius.
She's trying to save the name change, but you know they could still call it the Warriors because that's not on this list.
Well, yeah, the Warriors is not on that list, but I don't know how that's. I'm wondering why he didn't trademark Warriors, because I think that is the perfect. If it was me, if I were the Redskins, it would be the Washington Warriors, and I would use the FSU spear or that alternate spear logo that they already use. That's what I would use, personally. But I think it's out there that they are trying to keep that HTTR moniker, so that it may try to start with an R, just to kind of keep that that history. So
you got Renegades, Red Tails, and the thing is they could not change the song if they can find one with just 2 syllables. So Red Tails will be perfect.
Right, and that's why I think it's gonna start with an R, and I think they're gonna try to. It's still gonna stay. It's gonna stay in that Native American realm, because I think there's too much. There's too much ingrained. I don't think they're gonna do a complete overhaul.
They might.
I don't think so. In that statement, they go back to the statement, bro. The statement says, a design approach that will enhance the standing of our proud, tradition-rich franchise and inspire our sponsors. So they're gonna keep. I think they're gonna keep that joint. In the realm of Native American, personally. But it's just like, what happened to the teams that kind of named their teams after like city things, like things that are relevant to the city,
like the Pelicans?
Yeah, like the Pelicans. Even though that sucks. I mean, something's in that realm. Like I think the Washington, I don't know, monuments or something like that. I don't know, something that's relating to the city. Somebody said the Washington Orangemen. That's funny, yo. That is really funny. I got to be honest with you.
Somebody else said Washington Fake News, but the Washington Freedom Fighters.
No, I agree, and that's why I said that, Marcus. I don't. Where do the Panthers? I know we voted for it, but the Panthers is not relevant to the Carolinas.
Neither the Hornets.
That's what I'm saying. But what happened? That's
now
what
the Hurricanes work. We used to get a lot of them joints.
Hurricanes is definitely relevant. We still do get a lot of them joints. They might not be as devastating, but we get them. Generals, there you go. Wasn't the basketball team named the Generals at one point?
I think so. Yep. They were also named the Bullets, so you just put that in perspective.
Well, yeah, that was a terrible idea.
And now they're the Wizards.
Who approved that, yo? Like, who approved the Bullets?
Well, you know why they decided to change it, right?
Yeah, I've been saying it definitely went. It went with what was going on with the city. For sure. It went. A lot of gang violence in D.C. For sure, it went, but darn. Yeah. So, I don't know. Dave, so if it were you, Dave, what would you name the Washington team?
Red Tails.
What is the Red Tails?
But I'm selfish.
Dave,
and the thing about it, like, it sounded like they want to try to make it based about the military too, so the Red Tails would fit because it's based on the Tuskegee Airmen.
Yeah, but it's not.
They ain't nothing related to the city. But neither was the Redskins.
True.
So they'll be all right. You know, I mean,
give me the Warriors, man. I like the Warriors.
I like the Warriors too.
Give me the
That's
Warriors.
That's not related to the city either.
Give me the Warriors with the Ultimate Warrior face paint on the side. That would be dope. I'm rocking with that. Say that wouldn't be dope, Dave.
No, it'll be dope. Look, I mean, I'm cool with Red Wolves too. But, like, Renegades is okay. Veterans, yeah.
Veterans, nah. That's trash.
Nah, you can't be that trash for a team calling yourself the Veterans. Truth be told, you probably shouldn't be calling yourself the Red Tails. They've been pretty bad for a while. Like, we want to be real about the Redskins, about Washington. Like, if you want to be real, like, their success has been pretty horrid. You know, when your fan base got to go back to a championship that happened in the early '90s, you've been sitting through a lot of things.
Hey, Dave, real quick, can you look up how much it costs to file a patent or a trademark? Because this man, he spent a lot of money, and what if they don't? What if they don't pick none of them names?
He loses.
Just curious on how much it. Well,
trademark, federal trademark.
It'd be a state. It'd be a state trademark, right?
Nah, it's D.C. Well, unless they do it based out of Maryland. So a state one would be between $100 and $200.
Okay, that's not too bad.
What I'm saying.
He spent about
$2,000.
Probably spent about a grand. Yeah, about maybe $1,500 on maybe up to $3,000 on these names. It could pay off huge because they would have to pay him to get the rights to it. So he could become very wealthy had they intended on using any of these names. So it was a smart move to get ahead of that shot. And if it was me right now, I think David Tepper already filed for all the patents for all the trademarks for those names that were listed in the Charlotte MLS slides. But had I been a smart man, I would have went out and
thing about the MLS team, you got no idea how they're gonna do it. What the Charlotte team is gonna end up being.
Yeah, it's true.
But it's not approved yet. But he filed it, so yeah. So yeah, technically it is.
Oh, he about to get paid, bro.
Unless they don't pick one of these.
Nah, unless they don't pick one, and
they don't have to. They can just pick the Warriors and give this guy a certifiable FU.
Fam, just do the Radskins though. Like come on. I don't get that. That one's trash. That's probably the worst one on here.
I'm shocked that Tribe was up here, but.
Tribe, not William and Mary Tribe. There's some college teams that are Tribe. Tribe is not. I don't think that's offensive.
No,
I don't know. Offensive. I don't know. I'm not Native American. I can't. I can't say.
I would. Yeah, you're right. I don't know, but But I think considering the circumstances, I don't think I would do anything related to Native American with this name.
They're gonna keep it. I'm telling you. I bet good money.
I wouldn't. They might. I wouldn't.
This dance, dude. The dude refused to change the name for so many years. You think he's gonna completely overhaul the entire name? I don't think so.
The Washington Redskins is one of the most valuable sports franchises in the world.
They're keeping that.
I think he can afford it.
They're changing the name and keeping that spear, bro. I guarantee you the spear is gonna be. And that spear is so fire, man. Yo, that's why I'm a Florida State fan. Yo, I love that. Well, I love the old spear. Not the new one that Florida State. They jacked it up. I don't like what they did with the new one. I'm old school. I like the old FSU spear. But they
did. Yeah, Marcus, they did have a contest to pick the Bobcats name, and the flight won, and they still picked the Bobcats because I'm pretty sure because of the name of the freaking because of the owner Bob Johnson. So all
right, let's move on. It'll be interesting to see when they decide the name that or pick the name. It's gonna be interesting. Stay tuned. All right, moving on. So we got some COVID stuff going on with the league. It's rough out here, Dave. Cases is going crazy. Florida's wild. Arizona is super wild. Dog, I was listening to a YouTube video to take it for what it's worth. But they said if you were to separate Arizona and counted it as its own country,
it was number 2.
It was a number 2.
Number 2.
I thought it would be number 1 per capita. Per capita.
Oh, it might be number 1 per capita.
Per capita.
I could tell you which states are the top 3. Let me know when you're ready.
I know Florida, Texas, South Carolina.
No, Florida, Arizona, South Carolina.
Yeah, I know South Carolina's up there. That's why I have not stepped foot in South Carolina in months, and I work in South Carolina.
South Carolina has a 22% positivity rate.
Wouldn't do it.
22%.
Yeah, wouldn't do it. But yeah, nah. So yeah, they said if you, just to go back to my point, if you separated Arizona and counted it as its own country, it would be the highest rate. It would have the highest rate per capita in the world, dog. So you remember when Italy was jacked up back then? Yeah, that would be Arizona. And they're saying that because it's so hot. This is the theory behind it. Because it's so hot, people go inside, and the AC, it filters through the AC and goes through all the systems and whatnot, and that's how it's infecting a lot of people there. Because it's not just like contact based. It's going through the air. You know what I'm saying? Through these AC.
Yeah, they're still trying to figure out they're still trying to figure out the effectiveness of it being airborne. But I remember at one point the administration thought that the heat was going to get rid of this shit.
The administration, haha.
The administration, man.
It's real jacked up. Let me get on my political soapbox real quick. It's real messed up, man. It's a lot of, in all seriousness, like. Take Florida for instance. All right, so Florida, their governor, I think, or mayor or whatever, just came out here and said that the schools got to be open. Schools have to be open, but leaving it to the districts to figure out how to open them. So there's
no. The better comment he said. And it was the governor. The better comment that he said was, if it's safe to go to Home Depot and go to the grocery store, then it's safe to have the schools open. That's his reason of why he wants to keep schools open.
I don't know, man. It's jacked up out here, man. It's jacked up out here. D'Angelo said, I got to chill with the fear mongering. Bro, it's the truth. I mean, what you want me to say? You want me to lie? What should I say? D'Angelo, what should I say?
I mean, listen, man. I tell folks all the time, if you want to be out there in the COVID streets, by all means, go out there. But be considerate of other folks. Wear a mask, man. It's been proven that it works. I recommend you guys. There's an article out. Just Google it. There's an article on how Rhode Island got their numbers down. It basically talks about the whole process. When they started, because people don't realize it, Rhode Island is the second most dense state in the country, population-wise. So for us, it was a challenge in itself to try to get the numbers down. And we were getting up there. We were going to get to the point of New York if things didn't change quickly. But the governor looked at some of the other countries and said, look, this is what we're going to do. And I guess she told the story about how she called FEMA to get help, and FEMA said, yeah, we're going to get supplies. And then the truck didn't show up when it was supposed to show up. And then when the truck finally did show up, the truck was empty. There was nothing in it. There was no supplies, no PPE, no nothing. And that was the point where she was like, all right, I can't get the federal government to help me, so I'm going to have to do this on my own. So she started calling CEOs that she knew. Started with the ones in her state and expanded out. And the rest is history. We were the first to get testing done, to start testing and everything.
So D'Angelo said he drives an 18-wheeler, and shout out to you for that. And he's been all over the country, and he hasn't worn a mask unless you have to. But the key word, you worn a mask though, bro. People get sick. That's true. People do get sick every day. That's a fact. He says, "I promise you, they're making a bigger issue out of this to take our rights away."
Well, here's the problem, bro. If you wore a mask, you would have most of your rights because a lot of the places will be open. I promise you that. Rhode Island's pretty open. Like, my son's in daycare. They're planning on opening the schools, and they have a plan to open up the schools at the end in August. Like, I can go to the store. I can go to the shops. I can go to a bar if I want to. Like, Rhode Island's pretty open. So, I mean, folks just need to wear a mask and just think about everybody else. And I understand people get sick, but, like, I don't know how you would feel, bro, but I'll feel like crap if I bring the coronavirus to my parents and they die.
Facts.
My conscience can't live with that. So, I mean, wearing a mask is against your rights, sure. I'll roll with it. If you want to roll with that, that's fine. But you know what? If a state makes the decision to shut down all these businesses, that's within their right, too.
Facts. And I don't know if well, let me keep my mouth shut because it's trickle effect. But anyway, listen, it is what it is, man. People do. You do what you want to do, and I think that's part of the problem. Again, people are selfish.
They're selfish, man.
And you, this is America. You do what you want to do, and that's fine and all. And yes, people get sick, but when you know people that got it, like we know somebody that got it.
I know folks who got it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's all good until somebody got it, and then and
then they didn't recover as fast as you claim what you're claiming.
It's all
they
good,
out here sitting with a fever for weeks.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good till somebody to catch it, or you catch it yourself, and then and that's just I don't know. It's just jacked up. But anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, again, America, land of the free, home of the brave. You do what you want to do. But
the land of the free, home of the brave is the further reason why we're gonna probably be sitting in this for another year. That's just my thoughts. This is just me thinking about it. Like, we're gonna be in this state for a while, man. Because I think the people resisting is gonna delay it. Yeah. Man, let's it doesn't weaken your immune system.
Yeah,
man.
Let's get off this conversation.
Yeah, let's get off this.
Let's go. All right, real quick. Well, we gotta get through this part because apparently they, I guess the NFL approved to a mouth guard for the helmets. Like, that's gonna help. They approved the mouth guard for the helmets, and I have no clue. Because I thought it could be caught through like sweat particles and stuff like that. I don't know. I thought you can inhale like sweat particles or whatever. I remember at one point they said that if you run too close to a person, you could inhale the particles or whatever. And that's why I said gyms are like cesspools, whatever. So I don't know how this little mouth guard thing is gonna help. Dave, maybe you can help me out with that. You can help me out with the rationale behind this.
I'm trying to figure out how these folks gonna be able to see with that on their face, with all the breathing and all that. There's no way. Nah, they ain't going. I think the NFL's gonna try, but it ain't looking good, bro. And shout out to Trey Boston.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were gonna talk about.
It's next. Yeah, it's next. It's next.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, they approved this, and again, yeah, shout out to Trey Boston real quick. Trey Boston, I sent Trey a tweet. What was the 7th? I think it was shortly after our last show. Mm-hmm. No, it was the day after. So last Tuesday, I sent Trey a tweet. I said, "Thanks for keeping us in the loop on all the NFLPA stuff." And I said, "Hey man, when can I get this jersey signed?" And that was his response back. So he said he gonna figure it out. So hey, listen, y'all that was telling me I'm not gonna get none of my jersey signed, y'all might want to pump the brakes, B, because I got my techniques. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I can get it signed. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. All right. So shout out to Trey, and then so Trey with the NFLPA updates. They had a meeting on the 10th, another NFLPA call, and they still got a bunch of questions not answered. Somebody asked if anything changed from last week, and apparently nothing has changed. They're just making stuff up as they go. Listen, we're getting closer to training camp date. Training camp is supposed to report on the 28th, and
2 weeks.
it's less than 2 weeks now, ain't it?
Nah.
Yeah.
15 days.
Yeah, 15 days. Yeah, you're right.
15 days.
2 weeks, and yeah. So it's not looking good. I'm gonna be very surprised the season happens. But yeah. So it looks like the Jaguars announced that that they're going to be at 25% capacity for each home game, and it looks like the Panthers will be heading that way too. So it definitely depends on the state and local guidelines. Again, like we talked about last week, the Bills and New York State said, nah, ain't gonna be nobody at our game. So it's definitely gonna depend on the state. I can't imagine that Arizona, if things sit where they are, I can't imagine that they're going to have people in the seats.
I'm shocked that Florida does, but it's Florida.
Yeah, Florida, and the basketball season's happening down there. Russell Westbrook got the Ronas, and that bubble is definitely going to get pierced. And I thought I saw a tweet where some little side piece got invited to the bubble already. And the season ain't even started yet. They already trying to get the side pieces into the bubble. So I definitely think
them players make way too much money to be sitting there not getting any fam for that long period of time. So I'm not shocked by it.
Yeah,
they're gonna get folks in there.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be a disaster.
We'll see, man. We'll see. Listen, I'm all for watching sports, but I'm not for watching sports at the expense of these athletes' health. Because at the end of the day, y'all worried about one season, and these dudes could be affected long term. We just don't know. We just don't know what the long term effect is, and y'all worried about a 2020 season. So again, I'm all for it. If everybody can be healthy and figure it out, I'm all for it, and I get it. People do get sick every day, and listen, a lot of people do recover from the Rona, but the fact is that we don't know the long term effects. So I'm all down again, and you do what you want to do. It's on you, B. That's why my ass is staying in the house, because people like y'all just be out here free balling. So I'm good. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I be outside in these streets, get my fresh air out. I do get my walks, my runs in. So I'm out. But so it is what it is. All right.
The season, season's 2 months from now, but fam, training camps in 2 weeks. They've already gotten rid of 2 preseason games. Training camp is in 2 weeks. So MLS, NBA ain't playing yet. They haven't played a game yet, so we don't know yet. NASCAR, there's less people involved in NASCAR. UFC's doing fights too, but even they're leaving the United States to do them because it ain't worth it to them to do it in the States anymore. And they said they're looking into doing it in New Zealand because they're going to allow fans.
Fam, y'all saying that I watch. Dog, I don't even watch the news, bro. Like I don't watch none of that shit. I don't watch none of the I have stopped ever since this stuff came out. I don't even watch nothing. I watch zero media.
So November week 2, this will be all over, huh? So define all over, as in no restrictions at all. Everybody's gonna go back to work like everything was normal. I want to know what normal means. Well, I'm glad you recovered from it, bro. I'm glad you recovered from Corona, because but I'm not interested in having it because I have a lot of freaking pre-existing conditions. So
yeah,
until I get rid of some of those pre-existing conditions, I have no interest in catching that.
So we're not trying to get political up here. Again, like I said, y'all play it the way
I want to put a wager. I want to put a bet, man.
Go ahead, put it out there, Dave.
I don't know, man. I gotta come up with something. Maybe November. There's no way of telling at that point. But yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about a wager. I'm not sure if you're in the chat, Cat, but we gotta come up with a wager for this. I don't think we're gonna be willy nilly second week in November. I don't think so. Not with everything's going on, and I live in a state that is damn near almost open, completely open. I mean, there's a lot of states down there. It's gonna be a while. Yeah, like PlayStation 5 might be out by November 20th. So I'll probably still be stuck in my house at that point.
All right, let's move on. Let's get some good news, man. Let's get some good news. Greg Olsen announced that he has accepted a job with Fox. Upon his retirement, he will be going straight to the booth. I'm not sure what he got paid, but hopefully he got some of that Tony Romo bag and to commentate. So shout out to Greg. We thought this was going to happen a lot quicker than what it did, and it was finally announced. I think in the meantime, I think Daryl Moose Johnson will be up there in his spot until he gets ready to retire. So shout out to Greg Olsen, man.
Hopefully it's just one more year. He's pretty good at it, man.
He is. He's very solid. He did some of the XFL games. Very solid. You pair him and Tony Romo together, you might have some problems. I know Tony Romo's on CBS, I think. But you pair them two together, that'd be a hell of a tandem.
They'll be going back and forth. They'll be calling the plays before they go, man.
For sure. For sure.
People don't give Tony Romo credit about how good he knows the game, but
Tony's nice. Tony's nice. He's the best commentator out there right now.
By far.
Easily. Not even close. But all right, shout out to Greg, man. Best of luck with you in Seattle, and hopefully you have a nice little last run. And then come on back home. Come on back home where you belong, all right? So I can put you back on the wall. All right? Until then, your ass is in the drawer.
On the floor?
Yeah, he is. Matter of fact, he is on the floor right over there. No disrespect. Shout out to the Panther legend, Greg Olsen. But all right. Moving on, that's all I got. Let's open up these phone lines right quick. Open up these phone lines right quick. All right, phone lines are open. I know. Austin's gonna call and talk MLS.
I'm missing though, man. My face is. Oh, we good. All right.
No, you good. My fault. That was the wrong screen.
I'm behind, so
I had to find the other screen for us. Had to find the other screen. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got. I think I'm gonna lead the Rona conversation out next week. There, we gotta skip the Rona talk, big, because this y'all boys in here getting real defensive. Sheesh.
I think people want I think everybody wants to get back to their normal life, and I get it.
It's okay, man. I do too.
We all do. We all do. We'll see what happens once the school season starts. That's when it's going to get interesting. I think that's when people are going to crack. That's when the point's going to hit. If schools don't open, that's when the breaking point's going to hit. My opinion, but we shall see.
Oh, my fault.
Got some folks up in here?
Yeah, my bad. All right, 704, what's good?
Oh, man, what's going on, people? Happy Monday.
Austin, what's good, brother?
Austin, what's up, man?
Man, not too much. Just, cancel 2020.
Cancel 2020.
We didn't even talk about entanglements, man. I'm kind of disappointed in ourselves.
We talk about what?
Oh, man. Oh, I kind of forgot about that, too. You know what? That's their business. I'm going to leave it at that.
It is their business.
It is their business.
But I have some Washington teams names right quick. One will be the Washington Traffic.
That's a fact.
Yo, son.
That definitely fits.
That'll work.
That definitely fits.
Man, that's hours just sitting.
The Washington Traffic.
I got the Washington Mumbo Sauce.
Washington Mumbo Sauce. That Mumbo Sauce is definitely overrated. Mumbo Sauce is overrated, but go ahead, my bad.
Jesus, man. You
I do not agree.
DC Twitter about to come at you, bro.
You say you don't agree? You like that joint?
Nah, man. Nah, I love Mumbo Sauce. Wait, where'd you get it from, though?
Man, I forgot, man. I got it from the side joints. One of them little Chinese spots, man. I don't even remember what I got.
Okay, so I got my stuff from Southeast.
Oh, yeah, you went to that. Nah, all right, you good. I wouldn't step foot in Southeast, bro. You got it. That's where they got That's where they got
by noon.
That's where they got the Bullets name from.
Wow. Okay. All right, next one. The Washington Moes.
The Washington what?
Moes.
What's Mo's for?
Oh, nah. You know. What's good, Mo?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, the slang.
Yeah.
My bad.
Okay.
It's been a minute. I've been gone for a minute. My bad.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
The Washington Youngs.
Youngs, okay, I got you. Youngs, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they do
Yeah,
say that
last
shit.
I get that one.
Yeah, the last one. Washington, we not good.
We just trash. That's a fact.
Trash. But yeah, I got some MLS stuff that you guys talked about before.
First question. First question I got is what
midfielder?
What is that? What's their point? What's the point?
All right, so you got three, I'm gonna say four major positions, right? If you break everything down to the basics, you have your goalkeeper, you have your defenders, you have your midfielders, and you have your forwards. Midfielders play in the middle of the field. They can kind of attack. They can kind of sit back and defend. There's different type of midfielders. You have your attacking midfielders, your defensive midfielders. You have midfielders on the wing if you want to, depending on how the formation is. So with this dude that we got, he is a midfielder. He mainly plays in the central part of the field. He can play right back. Right backs will be your right defender. He's only 25. He's from Spain and played in Spain his whole career.
Is he?
But
nice,
the thing
though?
is, he didn't play. So here's the thing. I'm gonna just say no overall, but he's coming to MLS. So he played in Spain's second division.
Gotcha.
So the way that divisions work, I think I said this before, but the division. So in Spain, in a lot of countries in Europe, you have different divisions per country, right? So Spain has the top one. That's like your premier division, La Liga, and they have the couple ones under it. So they have 20 teams in the top division. Unlike American sports, if you tank, you can get a good draft pick, right? That's not how it works over there. If you finish in the bottom three of the top division, you get relegated to the lower division. When you get relegated, you lose sponsorships, you lose money, a lot of things. And then the top three from the lower division gets promoted. So it's like that through all the lower divisions. So you can't tank, because if you tank, you'll lose money. And then if you're like in the top four of your league, then you go into the Champions League, and that's even more money. But we'll get into that later on, maybe, and at another time.
Yeah, we gotta start the podcast, bro. We gotta do something. Where we can start with the basics. Put out some videos, like some basics, so I could be ready. Cause I don't want to be behind. Like when the season start, I need to be up on game. I can't be trash like with my knowledge game going into this. I need to be ready game one with my knowledge game.
All right. Well, if you're trying to start to get into soccer, I would say you can watch some of the Premier League. It's on, during the week, because they're playing like 2 games a week. Or you can wait till August 7th when the Champions League kicks back on. Champions League, it's the top teams in each division in Europe, and they play against each other. So it's like a season inside of a season. So the Champions League final is like the Super Bowl type thing. I believe that starts up August 7th, and it's they're in the knockout round, the knockout stage of that. That's really it for the Champions League. But for Sergio, he played 4 years there at Racing, which is a team in the second division. He had 8 goals, which is fine. He's a midfielder. He's supposed to be supporting the attackers. And he made 31 appearances last year, so he did get a lot of playing time. So that's all we got for that guy. But the team name?
So somebody in the comments said the new player we got is more Shaq Thompson or Corn Elder. If you wanted to, is that accurate? Like he like a role dude?
Well, here's the thing. We don't really know.
Oh, because he played overseas.
He could be Godzilla.
He could be nice.
And he also played in a lower division. So, and we MLS, we're slowly coming up, but we're still way behind Europe.
Yeah.
So
what you're saying is don't get excited about this dude we got. He not alright. He not really. When we get a Ronaldo or something, man, we need somebody nice.
All right. Well, here's the thing about that though, right? LeBron James is not going to play pickup games with us until he's 60. That's what kind of happens with people from from Europe come over. Rooney came over, he was just getting washed at Everton because he went from Manchester United, then went to Everton, and then he came over to DC United, and then just went crazy. Same thing with Ibrahimovic. Mm-hmm. He came from I think it was Manchester United too. His last spot in Europe. He came over to play for LA Galaxy. Same thing with Beckham towards his end career. Same thing with Pirlo when he went to New York FC. So they come here to get a payday, and then they just retire or go somewhere else. So we're not going to get players like that until the league is really mature and is paying the amount of money and is exciting. But until then, I would just say just support and watch the Champions League.
Got it. So what were you about to say about the name?
Oh yeah. So I'm super Charlotte biased, but I do like all Carolina. It's something different.
Look at Rashad out here being selfish. That's as selfish as the folks ain't trying to wear massive bad pro shops, bro.
Facts.
Yo, you out here? See?
Facts.
This is America.
I
want my team, dog.
I like all Carolina, but that is the least ones out of the ones I like.
Oh, okay.
I like that. So it's a cool name. Nobody has all anything, right?
Yeah. See,
but
it's about uniqueness, bro.
Yeah, but I'm Charlotte all day.
Let that man.
704. I would love to have Queen City FC. That would be great, but that wasn't on the list.
That would have been dope.
Why didn't they have? How did that not make the list?
I don't know how that didn't make. Somebody probably got ahead and trademarked that joint because that was the best name. They probably pulled a realtor from Alexandria on that joint.
Nah, this was from Rock Hill, South Carolina, out here trying to ruin your chances right now, man.
Or it could be what the Bobcats did. I remember Bobcats was not on the list, and they put it on the news.
Charlotte Flight won. It was a Flight that won that poll.
Yeah, because it was a Flight, the Dragon, and something else. But Flight did win. I was like, that's kind of dope. Charlotte Flight, I like that.
Yeah. Basketball made sense. First in Flight, I see you. It made perfect sense. And then Bob Johnson was like, nah, fam, we're going to go with this Bobcat action.
Yep. With that raggedy, mascot name.
Jerseys. Jesus.
Yeah, those orange jerseys, man. Yo, like the mascot had the Bret Hart glasses. If you remember. Crazy. But back to me. I like the Monarchs. I like the Crown. But we'll see what happens. I'm just happy we got a team. And hopefully we'll do well. If not, I'll still be going to the games.
Right.
Also, Forza Juve. Shout out to Juventus. Ronaldo plays there. That's my squad since I was little, but just let y'all know. But that's all I got, man.
All right, yo. Appreciate the call, bro.
Appreciate the call, brother.
No problem. Y'all be safe. Keep pounding. Aggie Pride.
All right, bro. Aggie Pride.
All right, Aggie Pride, man. Yeah, them Bobcats jerseys were terrible. I think, their demise started from the gate when the owner called it the field, called the basketball court the field. Once he called that joint the field, it was a wrap. Like, they were done. It was over from the gate. Yeah. Charlotte Crowns.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the Crown, dog. That's a dope name. Dope name. All right, Dave, I ain't got nothing else, man.
No more?
That's it. That's all we got.
All right.
That's it. You want to roll it out? We done?
No more entanglements?
No more entanglements, dog. All right, I'm about to roll this outro.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe so you are notified when new episodes are posted. You can also catch episodes on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and Podcast Addict. Review and rate this episode 5 stars and share it with all the Panther fans you know. And always remember, keep pounding.
All right, people. Keep pounding, man. We about to be out of here. See y'all next week. No more COVID talk, man. No more COVID talk.
Dude, we ain't got nothing to talk about then. All we're going to be seeing is these numbers. We'll have things to talk about.
We'll have to come up with something else. But all right, man. That's it. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Peace out.